Welcome to the Wrecked America Cosmetics Show, where we give you tips to snag the perfect guy. I'm your host, Susie
Welcome to Wrecked America, where the bullshit don't fly and the truth is the only thing that'll set you free. I'm the professor, and the following demonstration is an education on life through the lens of art and culture. School is in session, and as your instructor, I'll assume the role of tour guide to this world of corruption, hypocrisy, but which still manages to give birth to happiness, hope, and inspiration. My goal is to show you the America your granddaddy never told you about. School is in session. Let me fire out the computer and see what hidden headlines are being buried by mainstream media today. First story up. Penn State professor accused of kidnapping 2 women while driving for Uber, police say. This story comes to us from USA Today, an article written by Sam Rulin. A professor at Pennsylvania State University's Beaver campus is accused of kidnapping 2 women while he was driving for Uber Saturday morning in the Pittsburgh area, according to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Richard Lamotley, 36 of Monaca, Pennsylvania, was driving the 2 women from Homewood to Penn Hills around 1:30 a.m. when he held them in the car against their will, according to police reports. Lamotley commented on the girls' looks and said he wanted to, quote-unquote, get with them, the Post-Gazette reported. Police said Lamotley tried to lock the women in his car and told them, "You're not going anywhere," the criminal complaint stated. The women escaped through the back of the vehicle, ran down the street, and called 911. Fortunately, they were not injured. Now, I want to stop right there, and let's think about this. So we have 2 young ladies in a car with an Uber driver at 1:30 in the morning who totally loses his shit and decides that they can't leave. It's obviously kidnapping. But what I find ironic is that I'm sure at 1:30 in the morning, if those same 2 young ladies were, I don't know, walking out of a bar or down the street, if they saw a young black male, not, full of tattoos or not walking with a pistol hanging out of his pocket, but just an average black male, they may feel a little threatened or afraid. And they would probably run to the nearest Uber guy who maybe looked like them or looked like someone that they could trust, and they would actually be running into their own demise. And I think that's something that we can look at in a grander perspective of the world, of society, is that, you can't judge people based on stereotypes of who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. I just think this story is a perfect example of, not judging a book by its cover, okay? So we're going to move on from that story. Let's see what else we have in Wrecked America today. All right, here we go on our next story today from USA Today, written by John A. Lozano. Mother of missing Texas girl heckled outside of courtroom after hearing canceled. The mother of missing 4-year-old Texas girl was heckled outside of a courtroom on Monday by people who questioned if she had done enough to protect her daughter before the disappearance. Brittany Bowen's, Malia Davis's mother, along with her spokesman, community activist Quanell X, showed up for a scheduled court hearing for Darian Vince, her former fiancé who was charged in connection with the girl's disappearance. The hearing was canceled, though, and Vince's next hearing was scheduled for July 10th. His attorney didn't immediately reply to calls seeking comment. Vince, 26, has been charged with tampering with evidence, specifically a human corpse, though Malia is still missing and authorities have declined to say whether or not they believe she's dead or if Vince may have killed her. Prosecutors, though, have said in court documents that Vince eventually could face additional charges, including murder. According to police, Vince told officers that he, Malaya, and his 2-year-old son were abducted on May 4th by a group of men in a truck. He said that he and his son were freed the next day, but the kidnappers kept Malaya and his silver Nissan Altima. Police say Vince's story kept changing and didn't add up. The Nissan was found on Thursday, and trained dogs detected the scent of human decomposition in the trunk. Vince was seen on surveillance video taking a large laundry basket with a trash bag as well as cleaning supplies from his apartment on May 3rd. A basket similar to the one seen on the surveillance video was found in the Nissan's trunk. Investigators also found blood in the hallway and bathroom of Bowen's and Vince's apartment. The blood is consistent with DNA samples taken from Malia's toothbrush, authorities said. Wow. It's a lot to unpack there. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment and say we have to suspend some judgment until the full story comes out, which it obviously seems like it will be very, very soon. There were so many failures in this case. It was failures by the mother, but it was also failures by the state. How could they intervene, see the amount of damage and abuse this child was experiencing, and then put them back into that dangerous and violent environment? That's a failure of the system to protect that child. I've seen people who lose their child for smoking weed, but if you beat them, if you starve them, we'll give them back in a week or two. Does that make sense? I just don't get how so many people could know that this child was in a dangerous environment, situation, and do nothing. The mother is guilty. The state is guilty. I believe that her boyfriend is guilty. But there's only one person that's really going to pay the price for their guilt, and it's probably going to be their boyfriend. The state will never admit that they were wrong in not doing more to save that girl's life. Never admit it. I don't know the mother, and so I don't know what her state of mind is. But if she's out there defending him right now, she's out there trying to stand on his side, then she's just as guilty, and she deserves to be thrown under the jail as well. That's all I got for that story. Art is expression, and the best art expresses itself with no need for interpretation. Now, I've selected a handful of poems that were sent in by listeners to share with Wrecked America of some of their favorite poets and some of their favorite poetry. Immediately following this broadcast, go to #WreckedAmerica and tell us what these poems mean to you. If you are a Wrecked America badass and have some deep poetry you want the world to hear, send it to poetry@wreckedamerica.com, and we'll do our best to feature it on our next show. The first poem is from Melvin Dixon. It's called Heartbeats. Workout, 10 laps, chin-ups, look good. Steam room, dress warm, call home, fresh air. Eat right, rest well, sweetheart, safe sex, sore throat, long flu, hard nodes, beware. Test blood, count cells, red thins, whites low, dress warm, eat well, short breath, fatigue. Night sweats, dry cough, loose stools, weight loss. Get mad, fight back, call home, rest well. Don't cry, take charge, no sex, eat right. Call home, talk slow, chin up, no air. Arms wide, nodes hard, cough dry, hold on. mouth wide. Drink this. Breathe in, breathe out. No air. Breathe in, no air. Blackout. White rooms. Head hot. Feet cold. No work. Eat right. CAT scan. Chin up. Breathe in, breathe out. No air, no air. Thin blood, sore lungs, mouth dry, mind gone. 6 months? 3 weeks? Can't eat, no air. Today? Tonight? It waits for me. Sweetheart, don't stop. Breathe in, breathe out. All righty. Our next poem or poet is Michael S. Harper with American History. Those 4 black girls blown up in that Alabama church remind me of 500 Middle Passage blacks in a net underwater in Charleston Harbor, so redcoats couldn't find them. You can't find what you can't see. Let America be America again. Langston Hughes. Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. America was never America to me. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great strong land of love, where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. It was never America to me. Oh, let my land be the land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath. But opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark? And who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek, and finding only the same old stupid plan of a dog eat dog, of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in the ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the men, of take the pay, of owning everything for one's own greed. I am the farmer, the bondsman to the soil. I am the worker sold to the machine. I am the Negro, servant to you all. I am the people, hungry, humble, and mean. Hungry yet today despite the dream, beaten yet today, old pioneers. I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker bartered through the years. Yet I am the one who dreamt our basic dream in the old world, while still a serf of kings, who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings. In every brick and every stone, in every furrow turned, that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I am the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I am the one who left the dark Ireland shore and Poland's plain and England's grassy lea, and torn from the black Africa strand I became to build the homeland of the free. The free.
Tune in next week where we talk about which eyelash extensions to use and which ones will leave you blind. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.